Hey everybody, today is Habit Hack 185 and my co-host is already over it. Actually, it's a little bit of a somber one, so he's kind of sad. He doesn't really want to be part of it because I told him about it and he was like, man, that's a bummer one. But it's a little bit of a bummer day today. Went to my very, very, very good friend's mother's funeral, and this is the second funeral that of two of my closest friends' mothers that I have gone to in the last 5 weeks. And so, today's habit hack, a tiny bit somber, but it's called Live Like You're Dying. And, thinking about this one, as I was sitting out in the parking lot after the funeral and listening to both of my friends' mothers had phenomenal lives. He's interested in something. My earring. They just had phenomenal lives, and the way they lived their life was with family forward, and the things that were important they took care of. And when my friend Donna found out that her mom was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and 5 weeks later lost the fight to it, I just thought to myself, if you found out that you had terminal cancer, because we're all dying, and that's the reality of it. We're all dying. And so today's habit hack 185, live today like you're dying, because you are. The hard part about it is you don't know that pivotal point. You don't know the end point, right? So sometimes we can waste life or time. Oh, Charlie's like, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna live like I need to take a nap. We don't know. We don't know what the end date is. But when you do, when you find out like it is very close, if you were today to look back at the last 5 weeks of your life, would you be proud? And so today's habit hack, live like you're dying. I was thinking about the scripture found at Ecclesiastes 7:2, and I happen to love Ecclesiastes. It is one of my favorite books, and it talked about how it's better to go to the house of mourning than to the house of feasting, because that is the end for every man, and the living should take note of it. So it is the end for every man, and when you're alive, you need to take note of that, because the way you're living your life right now, that's the thing you're going to be looking back at when you find out that you don't have, maybe, if notwithstanding an accident, but maybe you find out that there is a definitive end. Are you going to be proud? And so today's habit hack, live like you're dying, is just a very fervent request that look at your life. Is there one thing that you could cut out? My project, half the national average. Could you cut out half of your TV watching? Now, I doubt anybody who's watching this, most of my friends and family and pals that I know of are not watching the national average of TV, 4.7 hours. But let's say you're watching 2 hours. Can you cut out half of it? Can you cut out half of it today and decide to do something else with it? Can you decide to fit something better than wasting? I will say wasting time. We got to include social media on this. So social media, TV, whatever it is, and live life. Live like you're dying, because you are. So yeah, a little somber, but it is the thing that we have to think about sometimes. And on the heels of a very tragic 2 funerals of very close friends of mine, and their mothers were just such a big part of our circle of knowledge and friends and family. And pay attention to how you're living life. I can't make it a big song and dance, but pay attention, because everything that you stitch together every single day, all of the little habits, and I'm asking you to be more intentional about them, that becomes what you look back on and you want to be proud. So that's it. Habit hack 185. Live like you're dying.